to explain what Coach Kibi has done for me. If you want to know where I came from 2 years ago, you can go back and watch some of the stuff I did. It's scary. But
Me
that
too.
being said, Coach Kibi has a unique way, a God-given talent, actually, of
Yes.
working with each individual person and very quickly figuring out, first of all, how to coach them, as to whether she needs to be hard or whether she needs to work kind of with kid gloves. And when she started, she had to kind of work with kid gloves with me because I took everything personally. It was terrible. And that's one of the things I've learned, that through the 4 agreements and Coach Kibi's coaching, I can't take everything personally.
Who was running the call would say, okay, now Kibi is going to wrap up the call for us. And this individual named Kibi would pull out all of the meat from these calls, and I was just impressed. Okay. So I was like, wow. And the name is very, very unique. It was unique to me anyway, Kibi Whitehead. So one day, now I've also went to other, training programs and so forth, paid a lot of money for it and didn't feel like I got the content that I needed out of it. I didn't get the tools that I needed to be successful in the environment or the course that I was taking. Well, I was online on Facebook and I saw something pop up and it said, Kibi Whitehead is live. And I'm like, Kibi Whitehead? Wait, I know that name. Of course, I had to click on it. So I clicked on it, and Kibi was giving some great information about social media. And I was just responding to all of the comments and stuff she had. My wife and I had discussed probably a week or two before that our focus for that year was to become more savvy in the social media environment. So this really captured my attention. It was the right time for us.
I'm starting the second phase of opening a brick and mortar business, and I realized that I need help. So I didn't know how to do much, and I didn't know where to start. And so through Kibi and her classes, I took social media, I took Breakthrough. I just really liked the way that she worked with me specifically. And that's when I decided I need her help as well with my brick and mortar business. I took a couple classes with Kibi, her social media. I took that twice actually, and Breakthrough. And so why not? And I probably should take social media a third time. But what I really like about Kibi, what I'm drawn to about Kibi is I am drawn to the fact that she walks the walk and talks the talk. She does exactly what she says she's going to do. She has done all of this. She's tried it herself. She's measured it. She's remeasured it. She's made mistakes. She's skinned her knees. She's learned from it. And she's really saying, I've learned a lot in this process. I'm going to pass this on to others so that I can save them all kinds of heartache and time so that we can get to getting closer to being successful and reaching our goals. And so I see that in her, and I see the way that she does that. And I like someone who actually does the work along with you, because I see her doing her own work. She doesn't just stop and sit back and say, oh, I'm done now. I figured it all out. I don't need the work. I don't need to grow anymore. So I really enjoy that part of her. She's very humble. And as a coach, she's coachable. And I think she takes away I love when she says golden nuggets. I think she takes away nuggets from her pupils just as much as we take away from her. And for her to be coachable like that it just makes me feel more confident that she's going to, be there for me or really understand what I'm going through.
I think all the classes have just been, they were just super, they were so, and she kept it, it was an hour-long class, and, so you weren't you know, she didn't extend it over or anything like
Right.
that, you know, and
Right.
she just got a lot of stuff that we covered, and we covered it, you know, and we covered it. So, and there was a few times that she called on me when I wish she wouldn't have called on me, but you know, that's the way it is. It's just the way it goes. You know, I've taken some other things, and they were like a self-study type class or something like that with a little bit of computer time or whatever. And you know, you're just lost doing that because you just don't know, am I doing this right? Is, you know, you don't have anybody that you can really collaborate with or call or, you know, anything. And that's the other thing that I loved about Kibi's classes is that, you know, she's there, she's available. You know, shoot her an email or send her a text, you know, and she's Johnny on the spot on getting back to you.
Online marketing is the place to be. And I've learned that through watching her develop over the years, watching other people develop. And so I said, you know, I got to do this. I got to do this. I am an introvert by nature. So, you know, I'm very comfortable in being in the background. I don't have to be out front. So as long as what we're doing is successful, I'm okay with being in the background. But I said, in order for me to be able to make my business successful, I've got to get out there. And so this has helped me to do that. It's helped me get the confidence to go online, even to do this with you. I would not have done this before. I'm like, oh no. Anybody that wants to be online, that wants to market, that is afraid to step out, I mean, we're online all the time, just, you know, searching and seeking. So if you're going to be online, you might as well make a business out of it and get paid doing it. You know what I'm saying? Make it valuable for yourself. So I've learned that, and anybody that is seeking to do an online business that wants to increase what they have already, online is the place to be. And this class has helped me to see that.
Just having a personal or a business coach is huge. So I'm so glad that I was able to find Kibi and work with her as a coach. And I know that you've gotten a lot of value as well. So who do you think is the right client for coaching?
I would think that anyone that feels lost in anything, you know, there's so many things to do with a coach, being the accountable, and then knowing that they've already been where I need to be. Everybody needs somebody that knows a little bit more than what they do. So I would think everybody.
Years or months ago, when she said, stop, we need to quit doing what we're doing. We need to pull out a book and read a book. We're just going to discuss a book. You've got to get your head straight. We got to work on your mindset.
Right.
And so that is what I love about her, is she knows when to pull you back. She knows when to push you forward. I didn't set out to get with Coach Kibi to write a book. She listened to me talk and said, you have a story that people need to hear. Right. I will help you write a book. You know, she said, you put the words on paper and I will help you get it published. I will get it edited.
I do see Kibi as a guide. And I was thinking about that the other day. I know I have a plan and I have very, very set goals, and I know exactly what I want. Now, let me just make sure I make it very clear. I don't know exactly how to do that, and I don't know everything. I just know where I want to go, but I need someone to guide me and show me the way, which she does, and then get out of my way, which she does. So we talk, we come up, we problem solve. She's solutions driven. If I have a problem, we talk it out, and then she lets me go. And then we check back. How did that work? Let's assess. And that's how my mind works. I mean, I need to know, okay, let's try this. You do steps 1, 2, and 3, and then you collect your data, you analyze your data, and then you talk about your data, and then you move on and you reassess.
You also get to meet a lot of people I've met people from all over the world, which is absolutely very interesting. You get to learn other people, what they do, what they're doing, and you realize that you're not the only one that's afraid to step out. You're not the only one that's doing this for the first time. Anybody that wants to expand their territory, expand their horizons, have found out that this is the way to go. Social media is definitely a family. It's introduced me to a lot of people, and it's amazing. You learn a lot of things about people. You learn a lot of things about yourself. So if you want to do that, this is the place to be.
I've never had a coach, a teacher, a mentor in my life that ever said that to me.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I love about Kibbe is she's training you in something, she's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
She's asking you to do it through this program. She's doing it. So she's setting the example. She is the leader. And because of her coaching, from what I've seen, and look at where you are, Nicole, different person. I've known you for probably 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You're a different person. I see growth. I see more confidence. And now you're coaching people on your own as well. Because it's, we talk about mindset, focus, and just taking those baby steps. And you know what happened about a week ago? Week number 6, breakthrough training was on mindset and focus. And I watched the video, but I was driving into work. I said, I'll just listen to a video too.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on focus. And there was a section on success versus unsuccessful things that people do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I literally had tears in my eyes. Why? Good tears, not sad. It was like the light bulb went on.
I'll be honest with you, it's a lot of information. There is she brings out a lot of information, and thank goodness she puts the documents and stuff in a PDF where we can download the homework and assignments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm an okay note taker, but I'm a better listener than I am a note taker.
And really, I was like, okay, yeah, this lady, if she has other courses, I want to get involved in them if I need them. So the next course we took after social media, because we were thoroughly pleased with that course. And honestly, to tell you the truth, the price was very, very reasonable, super reasonable. I couldn't have gotten anything. We were really pleased with that. Next thing, it was breakthrough training. That's what we took, breakthrough training after that. And breakthrough training was basically to help you get this, how can I say, prepare you mentally for success as an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurs, man, they are very tough people. They will continue to go. And there's something that continue to drive them. But it's the type of stuff that you learn in breakthrough will actually, once you get slapped off your horse, you get back on that horse, or whatever the case may be. If you fall off the bike, you get back on the bike. And it's the stuff you learn in breakthrough that will make you so determined that you will not fail. So that was the next course that we took after social media coaching, was breakthrough. And we were like, okay, we need her as a coach.
Oh, I've recommended her to everybody I talk to, pretty much. So I network a lot. I do a ton of networking. I'm constantly meeting new people, and there's a lot of similarities in some of the people that I meet. I left this career and I started this one, but I'm not really sure if it's the right move, because they would never say I'm not doing well. They struggle. They struggle with getting clients. They struggle with, should I go rent an office space or should I do it from home? And I have talked to several people, and I have said, well, have you ever taken any social media classes? Because I always talk about, I'm so proud of myself, and Kibbe would be so proud too, because a year and a half ago, I'd never even posted a single thing on Facebook. I didn't even know how to like anything, let alone comment. Forget it. And I'll never forget, this is just a little side note, I'll never forget my very first social media class. Kibbe sent something out on Facebook, and I kept typing in the comments and hitting enter and couldn't see anything. So I kept typing the same comment over and over and over again. And then it came up in the queue. And I went, oh, so maybe we'll learn how to not type the same comment 8 times. Oh, it was ridiculous. So I went from that to now managing 2 pages and Instagram and Twitter. And that was just a year and a half ago. So when I talk to people and I hear them struggling about how to get their business started and going, I tell them, like, you've got to take Kibi's social media class. It says she starts very basic and works you up. And then from there, because she's so awesome, they stay on and do more breakthrough training, or they do more mindset or whatever. So I am always singing her praises in my networking groups. And some people, sometimes it takes a few months. Sometimes they do it right away. Sometimes they don't. But I always touch back like, okay, how's it going? So I recommend her all the time.
Let's say we've all listened to, say, Eric Worre's program on GoPro.
Mm-hmm.
In the car, and your Drive Time University, and that's all fine and good, and it's all great information. But you don't get to go talk to Eric Worre.
That's right.
You don't get to say, oh, hey, dude, so can you explain how that works in my business? Or, gee, I really thought that this was how that worked. Tell me the difference in doing this Drive Time University, which you've been accustomed to. You've spent thousands on developing yourself and your mindset. What is the difference in working with someone in this group collaborative classroom and then having the coach one-on-one?
I can get her attention pretty much immediately,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's through Messenger, a text message, usually. Rarely a phone call. Rarely. It's not needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a text messaging through Messenger or your regular phone. See, that's the beauty about this whole program for me, is that we're going to get responses very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you don't have to answer your phone, because Kibi will send you a message as soon as she can, because she will. She will answer you. And she will say, yeah, I might. And then there's times where she's putting some messages out, and she knows people on the West Coast will not be able to see it or hear it until later, and she understands that. See, that's the beauty about all of this working online. It's crazy. It's crazy good.
It's crazy good. And, I think what's really fun is, you do get together throughout this training with other students who are learning and having their breakthroughs along the way. So you get to learn from not only the coach and her experience and why she's teaching it, but you've had some great experiences working with, some of the other coaches, some of the other students, the feedback that you're getting, and then your decision to go into Big Inner Circle. So let's talk about the community of the new distributor training, creating culture. We call them Kibi's Ducks. We like to call ourselves Kibi's Ducks. We follow her around and we learn what we're learning. But we had this great community of people. So talk a little bit about how different it is working with a community of people that are supporting you.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
I wanted to say, I'm so thankful to Coach Kibi for bringing us together in this inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
to become this group, a community of people who collaborate and have friends. Even though we've never met, we have now, but we had not met before, but we still felt like we knew each other, even
Right.
though we'd only seen each other face to face. And whoever Coach Kibi works with and brings into her inner circle, they are God-driven. They're godly, loving people who put Him first in their life, and that shows through everything they do.
Right.
Which is why I love everybody, because that's the kind of community she's built.
That's right.
Her community is success through Scripture. There you go.
There it is. Mic drop.